What is going on, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, so we're gonna do a little quickie today, just because I want to be locked in. I want to be locked in for FOMC. So we're gonna do a little quickie, like I said, and then go from there. But start it off how we always do. Let's go BTC, ETH, Sol, and then we'll take some chart requests. Probably go for 25, 30, and then yeah, I'm gonna try to do my best to get ready for FOMC. Um, Info real. So yeah, I talked about it a little bit earlier. Hold on, let me turn this down just a little bit. What's from Nady Studio trying to find me? Talked about it a little bit earlier on my channel. Like, I don't think we're gonna get the retest. It's really gonna depend on how FOMC plays out. I don't really love the fact that we're pumping into FOMC. I'm not the biggest fan of that. There's no doubt. Not the biggest fan of that. We're still kind of chopping in the middle of nowhere. I think if you want to take a long, all you do at this point is post FOMC. If we start accepting above 38.26, you could probably take a scalp long with your stops below this recent structure low. So call it 38.26, stops below 37.86. But for me personally, I think the safest bet, somebody asked about it in active questions. I think the safest bet is once we start accepting a back above range high, then you can look to play. You can either look to play the retest after we accept above range highs, or you can just look to play some stronger alts that are flipping a lower time frame supply or something like that. Give me a different song. So yeah, like I said, pretty clear, middle of nowhere right now. I think for the past probably 5 days now, not being in any trades is a huge advantage, right? Not giving anything back is a huge advantage. If we do get a liquidation event, like I can't lie to you guys, like I'm gonna sound like an asshole when I say this, but I'm really hoping we get a mass liquidation event so I can go balls to the wall long on just about everything. I haven't looked at funding rates in a second, but I hate to say that I would love that, but what's up, Negroni? What's up, Roots, Frobe, Kike? But yeah, ETH, like I said, don't know if my limit's going to get filled at this point. I'm just going to wait and see if we get that range high reclaim. Or you can look to play just acceptance above. This is a pretty clear long if we start accepting above 38.26. But, and then what else we got? BTC. Well, back down. BTC, I still want this move down into mid 116s. Still want that move. Past 36 hours have been so damn choppy. Like if we can get just a little manipulation post FOMC down at a 116.5. Lovely bid. If we don't get that, I'd look to long on a reclaim of 118.4 and then target 119.9. Obviously, still accepting above Monday low, which is nice. I don't know if it's the same on ETH. I'm 90% sure, but so yeah, plan has not changed on really either of those trades. I'm just trying to give you guys other options on top of that if those bids don't hit. Right, like I said, the lower time frame reclaim on ETH, the higher time frame reclaim on ETH, lower time frame reclaim on BTC. I'd look for a 118.3 reclaim. And that's about it. I think those are really the only two clear trades for me. Would be 118.3 reclaim or 116.5 retest. If you want the safest possible trade, you wait for a 119.9 reclaim because 119.9, chances are we're making a new all-time high. We start trading back above 120. I don't see why we don't make a new all-time high. Pop into Sol real quick. I was using the Bybit chart. Yeah, Sol, once again, might be a pipe dream, but I really like 169, 159 for spot bids. Obviously, you can see if we look, we still have this 12-hour inefficiency or imbalance that hasn't been filled yet. So fully fill that, retap these highs that have not been retested yet. So I think that'd be really nice. You could look to target a move back into 240. Obviously, swept this. Good chance if we do bounce, and the market does keep trending, we will see mid 200s on Sol. But it's a pretty big week, honestly. This is a very, 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 very big week. Obviously with FOMC and then as well as monthly close coming up and weekly close too, even coming up. I think this weekly close on ETH is super important. Super, 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 super important. Right? We're obviously at weekly res on ETH. You don't want to see a reversal candle reminiscent of these past two highs, right? Where you get kind of this inverse hammer candle. Like if we start selling off, oof. That is not going to be a very clean weekly close. Then at that point, I think low 3,200s to 2,900 is where you stack some spot bids with your stops below 2,200. Terrible song. Terrible song. All good. First FOMC today. I would say the majority are better off staying on the sidelines during FOMC. We'll probably get a lot of volatility around that time, so just be careful. If you're going to be taking any trades, keep your risk very tight. That's not to say you can't be profitable trading FOMC. That's not to say that at all, but if you get a range high reclaim, will you post a trade later? Yeah. There's a good chance. And that'll come in the form of finding an alt that has a little bit better, higher time frame structure. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. Maybe ENA. ENA's been nice. I want a little bit lower to pick up some spot. But if we get this reclaim on ENA, obviously that'll be nice. Let's just go through some of the stronger pairs lately. So we got ENA, we got Zora. Zora's obviously been pretty strong. Not the cleanest price action, but what else do we got? What's SPX been doing? Oof. She does not look good. Absolute top close on SPX. Absolute top close, by the way. Top close. When I walk out the door, I want to. A little bit more of a sweep on SPX, man, and that is a fucking very nice level to be bidding. A little bit more of a sweep, that's money. I think if you get like 181, how wide would this be? Honestly, if you get like 181.30, like if you're gonna catch a falling knife, this would be the spot to do it. BNB SPX. Bro been stuck in longs just chopping. Yeah, I mean the like I said, the majority of people would have been better off taking honestly probably the last probably the last 5 days off outside of Sunday. But these are the times where everybody like gives back the money that they made on the run up. It's kind of sad to see. And if you don't know that, right? Like if this is your first time trading in a market like this, it's very hard. It's very hard to get out of that mindset because you don't want to miss the bottom, the quote unquote bottom, right? You want to have good entries, and if we move up, obviously FOMO is going to start kicking in. So what happens is you get bounces, you get a little bit of movement, people ape longs. We end up just continually ranging on lower time frames. You round trip your long, you long again, you get stopped, you long again, thinking we're going to start trending once more. Round trip that, long again, get stopped. Like that's pretty much how it goes. Trust me, I've been there before. I know firsthand. That's how it goes. I have been there before. Yeah, moist oist. That's trust me. Of course I know that. Um yeah, because like in your mind you're thinking, okay, we've been trending so hard. I want to make sure if we start trending again that I'm positioned well for it. And what'll happen is even if you tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to enter a long until we start seeing a little bit of bullish price action in the market. What'll happen is, right, like let's say from here we started ripping. You enter at like 186, thinking, okay, bottomed. We round trip that. Next thing you know, take another long because hey, I want to get back those unrealized profits. Next thing you know, you're down 5% on your account in a day. It's how it goes. I try to do my best to warn you guys of that. At the end of the day, in a trending market, everybody can make money. That's not the hard part. Everybody can do that. What is hard to do is keeping that money. And if you need to tell yourself anything, tell yourself the fact that the majority of people who have made money in the market in the past few weeks will give it back. Not just the majority, the sweeping majority. 90% would be a conservative estimate. I'd say probably 50% have probably given back everything they made on the run up. Bro, great song here. I fucking love this song. FOMC is probably going to be a fucking nothing burger too, man. It's the most important FOMC until the next FOMC. Fartcoin's coming to my area to start picking up some spot, though. Give me one more push down. Like across the board, just give me one more push down. I either want one more push down or I want a fucking liquidation event. Like oh my god, if we got a liquidation event, I would be so fucking happy because I cashed out a lot at what I think might be a local top. So, I would be a happy camper. $37.99. Okay, so we're bouncing a good bit. Let's bang through some chart requests though. I'm so flat begging for another drawdown. Yeah, absolutely. No. That's dude. That's good. Yes, if you went flat at the beginning of the week, dude, you're winning. You're winning big time. Big time. Month end, yeah, we got a lot of stuff. This is probably some of the lowest probability trading that you can be doing is right now. Monthly, Monthly close, weekly close, FOMC, PCE, fucking consolidating at range highs after a massive move up. I mean, this is the perfect storm for people losing their money. Like, we probably had so many people aping here. So many people. Lost maybe 1 to 2% max. Oh, dude, I mean, dude, that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Kratsky on Farcoin. Personally, I want one more push down. Give me one more push down to 101.93. That's who I'd pick up spot. Just one more push. Bonk, this is pretty much the area that we discussed yesterday. You need Bonk to hold here. If you're bullish on Bonk, this is where you're bidding. That's actually a great call because if we get something positive, this will be probably one of the pairs that I long. Good call. Great call. Great call. Great call. Great call. Fantastic call. When higher time frame bias aligns with lower time frame setup. Yes, 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 yes. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Now the question would be, where am I throwing the stops? I think you go 4% stop. This has already been mitigated, so good chance we blow through that. Target where we broke down from. That's a very nice setup. Call Bonk at trades, please. Yeah, I might. I just joined the group. I wish I heard your session 2 weeks ago. I lost around 30% of my portfolio trying to jump the gun on finding the bottom. I am very sorry that happened to you, and that is what I'm here for. Just to let you know that happens. I hate to say that happens, but don't chase the losses. Wait for better conditions, and do not be over trading in a choppy environment. If you don't feel like you have an edge, if your trades are not playing out the way that you would expect them to, take a break, wait for better conditions, and slowly try to regain that. And hopefully it's not 30% of your initial starting portfolio. Hopefully it's you giving some profits back. A lot of things that I see people struggling with too is trying to chase unrealized gains that they've round tripped. Right? Like, let's say you're starting with a 10K portfolio. You run your 10K portfolio up to, call it 13K, right? We're using the 30% metaphor. They run their portfolio up to 13K. Don't take anything off. Round trip it all. Back at 10K, they're thinking in their heads, dang, I just lost 3K. It's like, hold on now. No. You round tripped. You lost unrealized profits. But until you actually take those to the bank, it's not your money. It's not your money. A lot of people start like planning for things in their head, saying, okay, well, this is my money. I have this amount. My portfolio is at this amount. But until you actually take profit, it's not. And I would take it even further to say, until you actually withdraw that off your exchange, it's not your money yet. I got you on link. Risk no more than 1%. Yes, exactly. Patience. I'm so caught up in you, little girl. Still Link is holding the same level that I said. If you're bullish on Link, this is the area that you bid. You bid from here to 16.8 with a loose stop below 16. If you start seeing acceptance back below, then you cut the trade. This is a really nice retest on Link. Damn it, I just got rid of that. What a banger. What else we got chart request wise? Probably gonna do 5-10 more minutes, then I'm gonna try to lock it in for FOMC just so I can fucking pay attention. Yeah, Pengu is not Penguing anymore. BNB got you on BNB. I'm gonna assume I drew this yesterday. BNB, you want to see hold here. If you want a tighter entry on it, if you want a tighter entry on it, 771. Because I bet that overlaps. I can almost guarantee that overlaps. Look at that. Look at. I mean, like sometimes my genius. It's just simply frightening. It is just simply frightening. Yeah, that is. This is money bid right here. This is money bid. This is where you set your limit, you get filled, you walk away. That is money bid right there. And if that doesn't hold, you look for 735 to pick up spot on this range high retest. We haven't retested this yet, so. H bar, I just fuck Zora. Zora's got a nice setup if you guys want to take a little gamble, but personally, I'm waiting for FOMC. I would recommend doing the same, but if we close this 3-minute above on Zora, you take a little gamble with your stops below these lows. But personally, like I said, I'm waiting. So if you take the setup and you get stopped, do not blame me. Let's see how that plays out. H bar, I think I just put that in chart ideas a second ago. I really like 24 to 23 on H bar. But we very well could bounce here. Similar situation where we got our retest and our imbalance retest, so probably would bounce from here, but it's just I'd want to be taking it a bit lower. Bro. And like even then lower time frame perspective, I guess you could probably play this. Yeah, you could definitely play that. Lower time frame perspective, we start accepting above here on H bar. You could probably take along with your stops below these lows. It's really just it's going to depend on how everything plays out at FOMC. If you want exposure on it and you think that we've bottomed here, this is the setup you take. Take it with the stops below these lows. Once we sweep these highs, you move your stops up. So once you sweep this, move your stops up. Eli's an H bar spot. What, did he just start getting filled? Him and I's bids almost always match up because we play a very, very, very similar trading style. Or he's in from lower. Can't believe I didn't play that on Sui. Man, Sui starts losing 367. That is not going to be good. Yeah, so vain. Yeah, he might be fulfilled now. Gotcha. All right, let's do 2 more chart requests. Then, like I said, I'm popping off. I'm locking in for FOMC, and that's probably the better suited use of all of our times. So I can try to get some trades out for you guys. I've waited long enough. Litecoin might have something too. How you gonna play FOMC? Just wait and see the fireworks. That's pretty much it. No position prior. Wait and see the fireworks. If we get a positive reaction based off of it, I have a lot of setups on the horizon. Right? Litecoin, HBAR, Zora. Yeah, okay. See, Zora didn't close above, so if you did ape Zora early, then close your position here and wait for a clean close above, bonk as well, and then ENA too. So the focus, obviously, as you can see, the focus on all is on all of the stronger coins of the past week. Litecoin, Zora, ENA, HBAR has been pretty strong. SPX is not, Pengu is not. So we're starting to see a little bit of rotation from those coins. What's KTA doing? Bye. Gotta go. Thanks, Bryce. No problem. All right, let's do one more chart request. Then I'm popping off. Anybody? Brett. Okay, we went over Brett yesterday. We're at the level that we bounced off the level that I talked about yesterday. I know Eli's got a setup around here, so I wonder if he got filled or not. But at this point, you kind of, I'm going to be honest with you, you kind of missed the Brett entry. So what you're going to do is wait for a reclaim of 0.05896, and then based on the rejection that we get from 573, you have your invalidation below there. So pretty much exactly what I have here. Oh, such a good song. Eli got front ran and now it's got bear days. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. CRV2 might not be a bad play either. CRV's been decently strong. I was actually looking to short CRV the other day though. Yeah, it's a good setup. It's a very good setup. There's another possibility there. Give us a little bit of invalidation. Give us a move down pre-FOMC, reclaim on FOMC. Use that as invalidation, just like this. Oh, charting is so fucking clean right now. Like I'm charting in fucking cursive. No, thank you, Joe. It's funny, I actually have a buddy whose name is Joe Morrow. It's kind of crazy to me. Imagine it's the same Joe Morrow. But yeah, I'll be in charts all day. So just shoot me a message, tag me. I will get back to you. All right. That's my homework for you guys. I want you guys to tag me in chart ideas more. But alrighty. I appreciate everybody popping on. Like I said, quick one, but I'm gonna kind of lock in for FOMC and hopefully get some stuff out for you guys. But Thanks for popping on, everybody. We will see you tomorrow morning at 9, and then depending on how my weekend plays out, I might do another stream on Friday. So, all right, boys. Love y'all. Peace, 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 peace.